This is Kurt Schlichter here in the Relief Factor studio in beautiful Southern California. Red alert. There is water falling from the sky. I don't know what the heck is going on, but there is water falling from clouds here in Southern California. It is freaking me out. Hey, there's a lot of news. Let's get the rundown. The first big news, Dow futures up 1,015 as we speak. Yesterday, they dipped about 2,000 points. Did people freak out? Well, some people freaked out. Some people wanted to freak out. Some people want to see the collapse of the Trump economy. Oh, wait a minute. I thought it was the Obama economy. I thought all this success, all this prosperity, all this opportunity was the Barack Obama economy that Donald Trump just jumped on like a parasite. No, folks. Last Friday when the Dow dipped, and yesterday, especially when the Dow dipped, no, now it's the Trump economy. I assume when the stock market opens and people look at this as what it is, a buying opportunity. I know Salem host Seb Gorka, Dr. Seb Gorka, he bought too. I know it's going to be the Obama economy again. So we had a small interregnum of the Trump economy. But don't worry, it's going to be the Barack Obama economy again. Good news out of China, the number of new cases are down. Good news out of South Korea, the number of new cases are down. Looks like cases are still going up in Italy, still going up here in the United States. But we've got to remember something, people. We've got to remember a simple fact. Pandemics, epidemics work on a bell curve. And sometimes eventually you get to the east side of the bell curve. I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful. And so is our president. Cut number one, please.
We just attended a very important task force meeting on the virus that everybody is talking about all over the world, no matter where you go. That's what's on people's minds. And we are going to take care of and have been taking care of the American public and the American economy. We are going to be asking tomorrow, we're seeing the Senate. We're going to be meeting with House Republicans, Mitch McConnell, everybody, and discussing a possible payroll tax cut or relief, substantial relief, very substantial relief. That's a big number. We're also going to be talking about hourly wage earners getting help so that they can be in a position where they're not going to ever miss a paycheck. We're going to be working with companies and small companies, large companies, a lot of companies, so that they don't get penalized for something that's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's not our country's fault. This was something that we were thrown into, and we're going to handle it, and we have been handling it very well. The big decision was early when we shut down our borders. We're the first ones ever to do that. We've never done that in our country before. We would have a situation that would be a lot more dire. Also, we're going to be seeing Small Business Administration and creating loans for small businesses. We're also working with the industries, including the airline industry, the cruise ship industry, which obviously will be hit. We're working with them very, very strongly. We want them to travel. We want people to travel to certain locations and not to other locations at this moment. And hopefully that will straighten out sooner rather than later. But we're working with the industries, and in particular those two industries. We're also talking to the hotel industry. In some places actually will do well, and some places probably won't do well at all. But we're working also with the hotel industry. But the main thing is that we're taking care of the American public, and we will be taking care of the American public. And I really appreciate the professionals behind me and the professionals actually behind them in a different room. We have a tremendous team.
You know, the unsung hero of this, the unsung hero of the Trump administration, I think is Mike Pence. Now, Mike Pence is kind of the anti-Kurt Schlichter. You know, I'm a senior columnist for Town Hall. I'm a retired United States Army colonel. I am a trial lawyer. I used to be a stand-up. I used to do all sorts of things. As Hugh said, I can be a little bit edgy sometimes. Mike Pence has been solid, stable, and just flat out competent throughout this whole thing, and especially with the White House Coronavirus Task Force. You know, he's been a great voice for stability, which is exactly what we need right now. Cut number 3, please. Mike Pence.
We also met today in a conference call with 47 of America's governors. We were able to brief them on the latest, the progress that we've made. We were able to confirm with them that testing is now available in all state labs in every state in the country. Over 1 million tests have been distributed before the end of this week. Another 4 million tests will be distributed. But as I said before, with the deployment of the commercial labs, we literally are going to see a dramatic increase in the availability of testing.
How has the White House been responding to coronavirus? What has it been? A competent response? Has it been a terrible response? Well, you know, Joe Biden's got some problems with it, but Joe Biden's got a lot of problems. But you know, there's praise. There's praise for the White House, and some of it comes from, and I want you to sit down when I say this and put your coffee down, hold on to the side of your chair. Praise for Donald Trump from California Governor Gavin Newsom. Cut 6, please.
Over the past couple of days, President Trump has said that he would prefer if none of the passengers aboard these cruises landed on U.S. soil. Did he mention any of that to you in your conversation?
Yeah, we had a private conversation, but he said we're going to do the right thing, and you have my support, all of our support, logistically and otherwise. So before he made those statements publicly, I had a private conversation with him around 4:30 West Coast time, and he said everything that I could have hoped for. And we had a very long conversation, and every single thing he said, they followed through on. So I'm just not interested in finding daylight on those statements, because every single thing his administration, and it starts at the top, including the vice president, has been consistent with the expectation that we repatriate these passengers, and we do it in a way that does justice to the spirit that defines the best of our country and the state of California.
This is the kind of mature response that the media never expected. The media and the Democrat establishment and some of our never-Trumper friends were basically salivating at the chance to finally take out Trump. Russia couldn't do it. Emoluments couldn't do it. Ukraine couldn't do it. Maybe this microbe could do it. And it's just not happening. This is a problem. The coronavirus is a problem. But there's a solution. And the solution is calm, measured leadership. And that's what we're getting. Nobody's panicking. Nobody's running around with their head cut off. Nobody in the media or the Twitter blue checks or all the other smart people like Joe Biden. Joe Biden's smart. He does the thing. Can we do the thing? Can we do the Joe Biden thing?
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
Oh, we know the thing. But here's the thing I want to know. I want to know, what is the thing that Donald Trump has failed to do that he should have done? What is the thing that Donald Trump did that he should not do? Well, he's confusing people. He's literally killing people. He's killing people. This is all his fault. It is not Donald Trump's fault. Calm down. Donald Trump did not force the people in Wuhan to drink bat soup, or lick a pangolin or whatever else caused that virus to cross over. They have handled this maturely. They have handled this sensibly. The market is reflecting that. When we last checked, Dow futures are up 1,000. I hope you were smart like me and bought. I hope you bought low. This is Kurt Schlichter, guest hosting for the great Hugh Hewitt. We'll be right back with lots of great stuff.